Earlier this year, we held India's first off-road expo in Pune. And we had such a blast doing it that we knew we had to take the show on the road. But we just had one question. Where?
Welcome to the second edition of the Off Road Expo, presented by JK Tyre and powered by Tata Motors Safari Storm and Polaris India. As you can see, it's raining, but then what do you expect Goa in the rains? The rains have actually been kind to us. They made the entire place slushy and mucky, and that's great for a spot of off-roading. We've got a track for the Tata Motors Safari Storm, for the Mahindra Thar, for Polaris, also for testing out the new JK Tyres, the Ranger series that has just been launched here at the Off Road Expo. It's a fantastic atmosphere. We've got a lot of sound going on inside, a lot of off-road enthusiasts, a lot of off-road jeepers displaying their own jeeps over here. It's a great environment and it's a perfect place to get muddy.
The Mahindra track was easily the most challenging and technical of them all. And right through the articulation, the climbs, the steep descents and the pipes, the Thar just ran through it. You could see people getting awed by what it could do. Not that the Safari Storm track was any less exciting. Tata had sent 2 customized Safari Storms for people to take joyrides in, and owners could bring their own safaris and drive them on our specially created track. Polaris also had a track where people could come, sign a form and take an RZR for a spin. It was great fun and no one minded getting really dirty.
You can't have an off-road event and not have Mahindra, especially the Thar. And what's the big draw here? This is the all-new Thar. So now this one here is completely done up. It's got a nice soft top, it's got the dual-tone color scheme, mud tires, it's got a winch up front. But this is a standard Thar that you can buy for 8 lakh rupees. As you can see, it's got a new bumper, but the main difference is in the interiors. It's got a nice new dashboard and it's something that everybody uses for off-roading. It's like the standard vehicle for off-roading. A lot of people outside have got their Thars which are done up, and we have an off-road track where you can drive the new Thar and experience its off-road capabilities. So we have the new Safari Storm here at the Off Road Expo. As you can see, this is the one that we reviewed very recently in Evo India and also in Off Road magazine. It's the one that is really done up. So it's got proper mud tires, it's got a snorkel, it's got these lights, it's completely kitted out, and it's a big draw here at the Off Road Expo, especially because people can not only see the Safari but drive it on the off-road tracks. So the off-road tracks are just behind where they're kicking up a storm over there, literally speaking. There's a lot of mud over there, so especially the mud tires work very well, and with 4-wheel drive and low ratio, the Safari can actually do things that not too many people imagine it can do. Guess who's here? It's the beast. It's the GL63 AMG that also went out with Skyrabbit a couple of weeks ago and did the whole sound thing. It's an amazing piece of machine. I was driving it a few days ago in Pune. It goes like stink. It's as big as a house and it sounds incredible. One of the finest automotive notes around, and it's a proper SUV. You can go off-road. We actually did a bit of off-roading, and that's why the tires are muddy. Also at the Mercedes stand is the ML350. This is one of their best-selling SUVs, and the GLA. Now this is an SUV that's really special. This is the one that we drove from Stuttgart to Pune in a couple of months ago, and very soon we'll be driving all across the world. So along with NDTV Network, we'll be driving that car, the GLA, all across the world, and we'll have a lot of stories coming up very soon. Polaris, the maker of all-terrain vehicles that we've talked so much about, is here at the Off Road Expo. Now here they've got their 200cc machine. It's one of their entry-level machines that costs around 5 lakh rupees. And over here, we have the kid version with a 90cc engine. So Polaris is promoting their ATVs here. They're also promoting something interesting. It's called the Polaris Experience Zone. So along with their partner in Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka, Navneet Motors, they're asking people with half an acre of land to invest in 2 ATVs. They will come and design a track, and they can create a Polaris Experience Zone where people can come, they can drive, they can experience ATVs. And I can tell you from personal experience that driving an ATV on an off-road track is a whole lot of fun. We also have a special off-road track for Polaris ATVs. So those are the RZRs, the 800s are here. The 800s are also participating in the Rainforest Challenge across the road. So there's a lot of action from Polaris at the Off-Road Expo. The Duster is one of our favorite soft-roaders, and this is the all-wheel drive version that has just been launched recently. It's got the facelifted front end, cladding, it's got new alloys, and most importantly, it's got all-wheel drive, and that gives it surprisingly capable abilities off the road. We took it on our off-road tracks, and it went through almost everything that a proper off-roader could go through. So it's surprisingly capable, and it's great on the highway. It's very comfortable. A lot of us drove down in these two Dusters, and we are really happy with it.
And that, in a nutshell, was what the Off Road Expo version 2.0 was all about.
Off Road Expo is amazing. We love it.